Our world still holds many mysteries, mainly underwater where less than 10% of the ocean has been explored, guys. Nowadays, thanks to the internet, we have quick access to information right in our hands, but it's hard to find out whether the videos on the internet are real or fake. So today, we are going to analyze here some videos of possible megalodons or close relatives to them. Is there any of them alive? Hard to believe so, right? Or maybe not. Well, first of all, leave your like below. Don't forget to subscribe because it's very important, and follow me. Because I'm Tiago Tadeo, and welcome to the Upside Down. The Megalodon of the Mariana Trench. Located in the Pacific Ocean and bordering countries like Japan, Papua New Guinea, Philippines, and Taiwan, there is the Mariana Trench. And you guys have probably heard that this is the deepest area of the oceans, so far that is. Going down up to 11,000 meters, that is. Not even light reaches down there. For better understanding, this place is considered a subduction zone, which means a place where the tectonic plates slide under each other with a certain constancy and end up destroying the earth below, thus increasing the depth of the site. Other examples of subduction zone are the areas where volcanoes appear. But now that we understand that this place can only hold a large animal, we can also realize that if it's that deep, only gigantic animals could live there, right? Since the water pressure there in the Mariana Trench is considered gigantic, something around 1,000 times stronger than the normal atmospheric pressure at sea level. Not to mention that it is also known that there is an incalculable number of animals that live down there and are perfectly adapted to that pressure. But here we see a huge shark, guys. Passing close to some kind of cage, he looks very curious, and then we see him moving the camera. It is undeniable that he is giant, right? And studies carried out on possible measurements related to this shark, of course, indicate that its length could be approximately 18 meters long, an impressive size, if we consider that the largest species of shark known to this day, the whale shark, comes to have about 12 meters. This all means that the shark seen in the Mariana Trench is bigger than this monster over here. However, the most interesting thing about this story is that the mighty Megalodon, according to recent researches, could reach at most about 25 meters. Would this be then a close relative of his, who decided to live in the Mariana Trenches as an adaptive method of continuing to survive? We don't know that for sure, but what we do know is that there are deep down there, right? Giants of the Hawaiian Islands. That's right, guys. Hawaii and its islands are not just paradisiacal places with beautiful views of the sea and beautiful forests and even areas with trail and rappelling sites, okay? The Hawaiian archipelago is made up of 8 large islands: Oahu, Big Island, Kauai, Lanai, Maui, Molokai, Kaho'olawe, and Niihau. I hope I pronounced all of the names correctly. And of course, besides them, there are several other islets. However, only 6 of these 8 big ones are visited, because 2 of them have strictly prohibited access. And those 2 would be Kaho'olawe and Niihau. And if we look closely, we will understand that the reason these 2 islands are forbidden to outside visit, they might write in with the subject that we are touching here in this video. Kaho'olawe is an island that decades ago was used as a target for bombs by the US government, both during the World War II and in the 60s, and these tests would simulate the potency of possible nuclear bombs. But without the plutonium and the radioactive effects. The issue is the huge amount of bombshells that just wouldn't go off and might come into activation if there is a certain amount of human activity in the vicinity. Now about Niihau. It is an base island of the US, and therefore only strictly authorized personnel and Navy military are allowed to access it. It's understanding if we stop and take notice that these 2 islands are under the total control of the US military, right? And as a result, they could be running whatever experiments they want because it's a secluded place, of course. Naturally, I don't want to leave any theories, okay? Mostly conspiracy. No, that's not the point of this video. And this video reminds us of that saying, the fewer predators and less human influence, the greater the biodiversity. This might be true, right? Mostly because here we see a gigantic shark passing through a channel north of the coast of the island of Molokai. It is worth mentioning that in 2019, divers from Hawaii saw an old acquaintance, a white shark popularly known as Deep Blue, through a rare meeting. This shark is almost 8 meters long, a size not very common for its species. Maybe he's getting stronger over the years and generating the species of the giant sharks again, right? The shark of Alex Albrecht. Now imagine yourself on the high seas, just finishing an academic work, when suddenly a really big shark appears out of nowhere and starts swimming near the boat. Scary, huh? Even if just for a brief moment, it can make anyone freak out, and that's more or less what happened. The student Alex Albrecht, during the conclusion of a 6-week-long oceanographic research program, had spotted an animal so big that at first he thought it was a whale. But later then, he realized that it was actually a very big shark, guys. Without wasting a second, Alex quickly recorded the beast and posted it on his TikTok, which earned him a lot of views and even some interviews. Did you know that? But what he actually filmed was a basking shark, which according to scientists is the second largest shark and fish alive, which only loses to the whale shark. This species of shark is common in the areas where Alex was, which was basically the route made up of the coast between Florida and Woods Hole in Massachusetts. Even then, basking sharks feed off plankton and are pretty much harmless to humans. Still, you know what this means, right? Let it stay right there, far away from me. And of course, we can't put it as a close relative of the Megalodon like in the first video, but for sure a third cousin. Who knows, right? The truth is that the Megalodon we know today has been extinct for over 5 million years, and there's no evidence sold enough to say that it has returned, or even if it has left some possible relative here. Although, of course, some animals in the depths of the ocean are really big, and our knowledge about them is quite small, since due to the pressure that exists in these deep areas of the ocean, if we had tried to go too deep, we'd be flattened like pancakes. But who knows, maybe one day, right guys? We are here to see new things and find animals that are equally terrific or huge like the Megalodon. But let me ask you a question here. Do you believe that the Megalodon still exists, or at least some relative of it? One that we just haven't found yet? Leave it in the comments. See you in the next video then. A hug. And until next time, thanks.